Welcome to the Alfa Las Vegas Open here in the Rio All Suites and Hotel, presented by Predator and CSI. We have our next match here for today, and it's America's finest, Shane van Boening versus Taiwanese top player Jung-Lin. Of course, a fantastic matchup, and in the commentary booth for this match is Jim White and myself, Tim de Ruiter. How are you today, Jim?
I'm doing great, Tim, and I'll tell you what a bonus to have a great seat for a match that could easily be a final.
Yeah, of course, both players, they might actually be the most known players in the world. Great matchup here, and Chang won the leg. He's breaking off.
And you know it's a top match. When you have a look around, you don't see any empty seats.
Yeah, so didn't really manage to make a ball, but also lost the cue ball quite a bit. Quite some top spin on the cue ball. Yeah, Chang known to be a very good player when it's about money. He's very dangerous, I heard. But then on the other side, Shane van Boening just busted Tony Cho and earlier this week, so both not too bad when it comes to money.
Yeah, they're good under pressure, no question. And still early, round two. It's a high-powered clash, really, of these two and world title holders.
Yeah, we'll have to play the push out here after the break. We're playing 2 races to 4, and if we tie 1 set each, we'll go to a deciding shootout. When we get to the single elimination phase, the last 64, they change the format. We'll go to play a 3rd set if they tie 1 each, and then when they tie 3 each on that set, then we get to a shootout. Do like the changes. A lot of players have been telling me they really like the changes. Also to the tables, are really happy at the moment. So, and the money is good, of course. I mean, they're happy in general, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm hearing the same feedback. You know, the change in format, I think, has been met with a lot of approval from all the players. Good containing shot there from Chang, but
you know, it's still a quite easy shot to hit, and some players will not be scared to jump this as well. But yeah, if he kicks at it and hits the left side of the one and sends the 1 ball up to the 7, there's a big chance to get behind the wall of balls with the 6-9-3. Little left spin. Yeah, just like that. Wasn't trying to catch the 4, but he's got okay. He's got to the point to where he's straight on the 1. Tough to get to the 2. So you jump it, you stop the cue ball, you still don't have a shot. So it's either Chang is going to do something amazing here, or he's just going to make the 1 and play safe on the 2. Oh.
Good jump shot, so I think it's option B.
Yeah, solid strike there. If you look at the cue ball, great reaction, hit it well. So now he's got the initiative to gain some more control. Of course, early nerves in this match. They both know that both players are capable, so it's like back and forth. Who's going to play well? You know, they're starting to play this game.
Object ball safety there, Tim, ensuring to get the 2 to the top cushion. And it's always fun watching Shane play. I mean, he packs them. He packs the arenas wherever he plays. He's arguably the best player that America has ever produced.
Well, also the fact that he has been playing at this high level, not just 10 years. Like, he's been on for a long while, has played, well, players like Earl Strickland, Johnny Archer, like back in the day, and is now still competing with the big boys nowadays, with Federer, with Chang, Filler, you know, like he's really out there. So I think that's quite a feat.
There was a big special on Shane van Boening up in Canada a couple weeks ago from one of the major networks down here in the U.S. And they did an hour special on him. I think the fact that he's deaf and captures the imagination of a lot of people, and he's a terrific sports personality too.
Oh, there might be a gap between the 6-9. Yeah. It's good can be close. Yeah, good feel here. Well, even if he plays with a lot of spin, it might be still difficult. Well, it looks like he's shooting, so must be going. Needs to stun the cue ball. Oh. And very nicely done to get on the 3. Still, it's got the wrong angle. It's going a little bit up table, but he might settle down for the cut on the 4. If you look at where the 5 is, I think that was going to be the more natural way to gain position.
Yeah, just this shot, and the natural angle will take the cue ball up for the 5.
Yeah, 2 rails. Automatic to have a decent angle on the 5. As long as you touch the short rail where the 5 is at, you're guaranteed to have a good angle. Both players looking quite okay so far. I mean, Chang made the jump, played a containing safety. Yeah, didn't really get much more after that. And Shane now looking quite decent to capture the first game. We might be in for a very good match.
Yeah, you know that Van Boening never ever wants to lose a match on home soil. Doesn't matter who he's playing. And he doesn't really bow in terms of favoritism to anybody on the planet. Especially here. And you can see how quickly he goes through them. The South Dakota kid securing rack number 1. Again, race to 4, 2 sets. And if it's 1-1, we go to a shootout. But only prior to the last 64, as Tim noted. Once you hit the last 64, you play the 3rd set. And in the 3rd set, if it goes 3-3, then the pressure starts with the shootout.
Yeah, we have a nice look in the arena. Nice crowd. Of course, we have the BCA World Championships in the back. Over 7,000 players, so guaranteed to have a good crowd. And it's only going to get more packed and packed throughout the week.
Absolutely, as the it's like a sea of pool tables now. I mean, all these convention rooms.
It's the best thing you can imagine for a pool player to play in this environment. You want fans, you want to have a crowd. Well, now you got to perform.
Shane muttering to himself.
Well, okay, that he did hit it square if you look at the cue ball, but then also there was topspin on there. He didn't hit it square, so not the best break. I've seen him break way better than this. So yeah, of course he's disappointed to have a dry break, but he might be going on like, oh, I hit that bad. Like it might be it. So either the combo or another safety behind the 5. It's a little slow. Chang is not tuning with the speed yet.
No, he hasn't. And when I came out here, just prior to this match kicking off, there was only one player on the table hitting balls, and it wasn't Chang. I remember when Shane was young at the U.S. Opens, all the U.S. Opens prior to him winning them with rapid succession. He was, if there was an open table there, Tim, he was on it. And that was guaranteed. He is a practice nut.
Yeah, but it's the feeling to be in stroke as well is really nice. And that's why, you know, some players, they always say, you know, if I just get going in a match, you know I can be dangerous, but if I just can get that feel to it, well, and if you can get that extra time on the table, yeah, please take it. So, first really opening shot for Chang. It's a long one, and it's not an easy one, but he can stun into the 6 ball to gain position. Yeah, nice strike.
Yeah, real well played. Considering he hasn't had much to look at, to knock in something like that, and all of a sudden he's forged an opening here in the 2nd rack.
Not really a difficult layout. The only thing I would say is the 5 ball could be tricky. So we'll have to play a good position on the 4 here.
Yeah, he's just come over to look down the throat of the 5 because he could draw this back to the same side of the table he's at now. But
yeah, depending on if the 5 goes or not.
yeah, with the 4.
I think it does go, so I would like a little bit of the rail though. Yeah, he's left himself a good angle on the 4 to get him perfect on the 5 ball though to get straight. But we'll need to have the speed down. He did not have the speed down yet.
No, we had a look there just as the camera went around, and that 5 goes. So just back out towards the middle of the table will do nicely.
Yeah, called the 5 ball, so it must go. No combos or caroms. Yeah, Chang, who arrived very early actually, prior to this event, was practicing a lot with Aloysius Yap. We're playing some cheap sets just to get some good practice in. They played a lot in Griffs. And also played the Swanee Memorial, where Chang won. And Shane van Boening got 3rd. So the field actually was quite strong with having Sharik Sayed and Aloysius Yap in the mix. So it's been a while since Chang really has won events, but sure he's capable of winning a lot more.
Yeah, real steady campaigner. I mean, he was the defending champion in Puerto Rico. It hadn't been played in a decade. So he held the world title there for 10 years. Nice.
And then this 10 ball to level the score 1 each.
Yeah, workmanlike performance from Chang. As you'd expect, you'll see no emotion. A lot of the Asian players very robotic and fundamentally sound. Van Boening, always with the option of turning the hearing aid off, so he remains in a bubble of focus and concentration. Though he's got to be able to hear the shot clock winding down, doesn't he?
Yeah, for sure. And there's a lot of people that always say, yeah, he's got an advantage by having the hearing aid and stuff. But I'm also thinking, let's say you cannot hear anything. Your thoughts must go crazy because, yeah, you basically only hear your own voice in your head. So I don't think it's that easy. Oh, nice squat from the cue ball, but no ball.
No, and look at the 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, all on the same half of the table.
Yeah.
5, 5, 8 possible combination. So the 5 is that's the ball, that's the ticket.
Oh, did run a little bit further on the 2 than he was hoping to, but he's still all right. Can kill the cue ball. Low right, just a little bit. Yeah, and so far, Shane is looking a little better to me than Chang. Just because of the pace he's walking around at the table, he looks like he's feeling well.
Yeah, the way he's played this, I think he's going to draw back down near where he's standing to play the 5-8 combination.
Yeah, sliding around the table, Shane van Boening. Wasting no time. He's left himself a little bit more angle on the 5. Not sure if he can hold the cue ball to shoot the 6 in this view top side pocket. So he might have to play for the 6 in the same corner pocket as the 5.
Even though he's tall, he's had to use the rake.
he's got a little longer on the 6. Let's see how well he's really feeling. This is somewhat of a tester.
Absolutely, Tim. This is a test of cueing.
The good thing though, he can stop the cue ball. He doesn't really need to draw back and get really cued on the 7. Just stop the cue ball and take the angle on the 7. Oh, that did slide in, but like I said, well, it was always going to be perfect on the 7.
Yeah, nicely played. As you noted, he does look good. When doesn't he?
Yeah, so rec number 3 goes to Shane van Boening. He's up 2-1. Playing well so far. We'll go for a short 2-minute break. We'll be right back. And we're back with the Alfa Las Vegas Open. Shane van Boening is up 2-1 with Chang, Jung-Lin, and he's breaking in rec number 4. Okay, nice break.
Yeah, just threw his arms up almost in despair, really. I mean, he crunched them. And neither player has found the answer for the break yet.
Yeah, just wondering, he's very known for his center of the table break. But I'm wondering if at some point he'll realize that going to the side might be the answer in this matter.
The preceding match, Jeff DeLuna, who's got as big a break as anyone around too. I mean, he was moving the cue ball all over the place until he found the sweet spot.
Yeah, so getting from the 2 to the 3 and the 3 to the 4, it's the biggest challenge in this rack. Has to go in between the 4 and the 5 now, that kind of direction. And hopefully not get straight, because straight on the 3 could be very difficult. Well, he's got straight. And drawing the cue ball all the way back. Of course, he can still get on the 4, but running into the 6 could be causing a lot of troubles. Could be a possible scratch as well. We'll really have to judge the pace well.
Yeah, and cue it well.
Oh, was gonna say, don't get together with that 6 ball. But struck that nicely though. Good speed on the cue ball. It was just a small window to get on the floor, so done very nicely. So slowly catching the speed for the table.
Yeah, and you know what else is evident, Tim? It looks like both players have brought their A game to the match table today. Mistakes at a premium.
Yeah, and that is what I love with this format. With the winner break, you know, they both know that every little mistake could be very costly. So stunning the cue ball for the center pocket. For the 7 in the center pocket. Yeah, wants to be on the right side of the 8, saying that he wants to have the angle going towards the left long rail. He doesn't want to be too short and going using the bottom rail or maybe 2 more rails. Just needs to get to the other side just like that.
Yeah, so far a master class in cue ball control.
Yeah, not many mistakes, maybe some safety play, but the safety play and the break, obviously. Stuff. It's always stuff in this format. Oh, needs a little bit go here. Ooh. He's left himself difficult.
Yeah, he has.
It's still cuttable, but then the cue was gonna fly all around the table. So that's where sometimes you're trying to control the situation. I'm not sure if you can right now. It's either play the safe or cut it and hopefully get on the 10.
Well, as soon as I talked about cue ball control, he loses it. So is it side cushion to put the 9 the bottom rail?
Yeah, if he doesn't like to cut and take the gamble with the cue ball, that's the way to go. Oh, and it does really slide a lot.
Yeah, that kind of fooled him a little, I think, Tim.
Yeah. He's left a good opportunity here to actually break the confidence in Chang and get 3-1 up, get to the hill. Ooh. Well, fortunate not to leave a shot on the 9, but quite unexpected. And also if you look at where the cue ball ended up, I'm surprised he played it with this speed. Expected him to drop it in actually. So maybe he was just feeling a little nervous and was trying to at least strike the ball nice. So another safety from Chang, or is he playing the bank? I think he's playing the safe. Trying to get behind the 10. Oh, and he's got it. Great shot from Jung-Lin.
And a very knowledgeable crowd in attendance too. Shane with the jump cue, but he's not the favorite in this rack anymore.
Extension, please.
Yeah, jump bank on this 9 ball. It's going all in. Oh, brought the cue ball all the way back. Did he get behind the 10 ball? Well, he did get behind the 10 ball, but has left the 9 in front of the side, and I cannot see Chang missing this 9 ball. Yeah, just where is he gonna end up on this 10 ball? Well, could have been easier, but he's got a fair chance on this 10 to level the score 2 each.
Yeah, you'd far rather be shooting it than sat in your chair, no question there.
Yeah, and very solid technique, nice execution, and he levels the score 2 each. Chang, Jung-Lin.
Yeah, he was the one that really should have won the rack sooner than he did, but he got there in the end, and he's breaking. Our referee for this match, Dwayne Payne, using the arrow rack to set these balls before Chang takes them apart.
Yeah, always very focused and doesn't really show much emotion. Chang and Lin always kind of just brainstorming his thoughts, just yeah, making a plan, I guess. But he's the first one to move to be breaking from at least the side, somewhat the side, not exactly from the side rail.
Well, we'll see if he can find the golden spot. As yet, neither player has seen any success with the break.
Yeah, made a one straight in the side, and this is gonna end up nice if, well, that 8-ball ruined the party for him.
He's got the 2 to the bottom right corner.
Yeah, then he's still gotta do a little work. Cue ball in the center of the table is okay to get to the 3 though, so it's not a very difficult cue ball, but you still gotta manage the speed, so the cut does get a lot more difficult.
Oh, looks like he's playing safe, Tim.
Yeah, banking the 2-ball 3 rails. I was trying to get the cue ball behind the 5, but that spin doesn't really grab yet because the cloth still does slide. Good control on the 2-ball though.
Yeah, Shane will use the 9 just below the 2 to hold the 2 behind the 10. Well, he's calling the 2 into the corner off the 9. So he wants to use this wall of colors to try and cover the direct path to the 2. That's assuming it doesn't go in.
Oh, he's done very nice. Very nice shot from Shane Van Boening.
Yeah, I didn't know why exactly he was calling the corner pocket unless he expected to miss it.
Well, if he did cut it a little bit thinner, it could have went. But I like this better too. He was not going to get on the 3 in case he done that, so. Chang going 2 rails is a tough ball to get safe with. There's a scratch of the back. Just like that. But he done well. Good 2-ball. Couple bumps. Back and forth here. And this game is a very important one. This is to go get on the hill. Yeah, he went all in and again has missed the shot and not left Chang an opportunity. But has missed a couple like those already. Starting to break down a little bit, Shane Van Boening.
Yeah, by his standards.
Yeah, obviously expecting a lot from both of these players. Maybe I'm the tough crowd in here, but it's okay. Got the 2 in, and he wasn't trying to cut the 2 in.
Yeah, that's a bit. I mean, he was smiling. That's about as much emotion as you'll see from Chang. Didn't intend the 2.
Yeah, for sure was playing safe and get the cue ball behind the 5. So pretty big miss hit from Chang and another chance for Shane. Top spin, going 2 rails, possibly 3. Oh. Back and forth. And again, does catch a little roll.
Pretty friendly roll. For sure. I mean, a few open ball misses from Van Boening. Unusual. Chang is called the bottom right corner as we look.
Well, has left the bank shot, which would result in guaranteed position for the 4. And if he stops the cue ball, cut the 4 in and go into the 7-9, it's guaranteed to be on the 5 and the game is open. So high reward here if he makes it. Yeah, straight in the hole, but ooh, doesn't want to get straight. Yeah, you see he's not happy with the speed. Lost the cue ball again a little bit. Got straight on the 4 and very tough to get on the 5 ball from here. We'll have to play a stop shot and play the safety on the 5 running up to the 7. I do like that from here. Or he could go real first.
I think
that's what he's looking at right now.
That's exactly what he's looking at.
That's a more aggressive approach, I think, but he's really trying to get on the hill first. Oh, and he played it so low in the cue ball. Stunned the cue ball away from the 5-7-9 and oh, he drops down really fast. He's not happy. And well, not bad. That worked out for him. A little smile because he knows he was a little tilt on that shot. He dropped down really fast and just kicked at it, but cannot complain here.
Yeah, pretty friendly roll again for Van Boening.
Extension, please.
Thinning the 5, bringing the cue ball all the way up to the 10. It's his only option. Doesn't really have much to do with this 5. Oh, hit it really good though. That's made it look really easy, but that's very difficult to do. It's a good shot.
Wow.
It's not frozen.
So it's not frozen to the rail, so even if he just kicks it soft and bumps the 5 softly, could have good results.
He's got to hit the 5 first. Well, he got the rail.
Yeah, and he
might not like his next shot too.
Just underhit it a little bit, and yeah, he knows what's coming. He knows he's going to be in trouble. He's like, why are people clapping? I'm going to be in trouble after. Yeah, just a stop shot. Just guaranteed to be safe behind the 7. Yeah, can Shane go one rail here? He's looking at it. I think he can with quite some left spin. But he did not play enough left spin. He's playing really fast now on the defensive shots. So, is he bothered by something, you think?
Well, I think he has to feel like he's had a couple chances, open looks at balls, and he's such a good player, you know, that the bar is always very high when Van Boning's at the table. Everyone, the expectation's very high.
Well, this rack is not over yet. That 9 ball is in a tricky spot. Unless he gets perfectly straight on the 9. Could cause trouble if he does not.
Well, we'll see what angle he leaves himself on the 8 to attack that 9.
Yeah, expect him to follow the cue ball, maybe a diamond or 2. Trying to get quite straight on the 8. The 8 to the 9, that's the key shot here.
Well, like you have already alluded to, Tim, if he elects to play to the near cushion, he's got to be straight on this 9.
And I think he just got okay. I think this was really 50-yard line to be okay enough to float the 9 ball in. We'll have to settle with a more cut on the 10 ball though. because that point can come into play. Oh, he's missed the 9. And did he get behind that point?
Yeah, I think he is behind the point. Van Boning's body language will tell us everything, but I think that point is just covering the path to the 9.
That's such a big roll he got there. Of course, Chang cannot complain because he gets to the table. But yeah, very difficult from here. He's going 2 rails. Good hit on the 9, but unfortunately leaves it in front of the pocket.
It always looked like this rack, he was just fighting to stay in it. Never really had any momentum. And Chang is going to get to the hill first. And with the break in the next.
Yeah, he gets away with it. Jung-Lin. 3-2. Quite some back and forth in that rack, 5th rack. Both missed a couple shots, tough positions. We'll go for a short interview with the winner from last year. Stay tuned.
That feels really amazing, I think. Still like my biggest win so far in my career, so yeah, it feels amazing to be back here and try to defend my title. I will do my best to defend this one. I got longer trips, more days of playing. I mean, I'm prepared, I'm feeling quite well. Good to play like 10 days in a row, so it shouldn't be a problem for myself. I just hope that I will show my best game and go as deep as I can. I feel confident. I mean, like last season for me was really great. So I expect that this could be even more better because like last year it was tough for me and land major finals. So hopefully I will like win some more major tournaments this year.
Well, welcome back. You heard from Victor Solinsky there, last year's champion. So tough to defend against an elite field that has brought all these players from 4 corners of the world, 192 strong, to the city of entertainment here in the convention area of the Rio. And I'll tell you, it's like a sea of pool tables, 300 plus. If you're a pool fan, this is the mecca of where you want to be.
Okay, big crush, didn't hit it square in the face, and looks like it's gonna come up dry, but no chance for Shane van Boening. No open shot at the 1. Most likely to play the push. I cannot imagine Chang giving this shot back. He's probably going to overcut the 1 ball, placing it behind the 2 on the short rail, bring the cue ball back 2, maybe 3 rails in the corner where the 4, 6 and the 7 are.
Just about like this, Tim?
Yeah, I think that's a good shot. No, he did great. Great speed as well. And having a little bonus too with ending up to the short rail. So jacking up, making the angle short, stun. Not short enough.
Well, Shane's insurance policy right now is in the form of the 4 ball, sitting just below the 6 on the right-hand side. And that will be concerning Chang as he looks at a winning clearance, one that would see him take the first set.
Well, the good thing though is that the 3 ball is on the same side, and if he can get to the center of the table, he can go over the short rail into the 6 and have the 4 after. So there's still the opportunity to run out here.
in his mind, he'll have that angle all pre-planned to be able to take the cue ball into the 4. But no guarantee he's going to drop on it.
Oh, he played for the 3-10 combination. He didn't fancy to break up the 4-6. And the Pro Billiard Series rules, early 10 balls are allowed. They are a win, so this is to win the first set.
Yeah, he's nice on the 3 too, if he did decide to just play it into the corner.
He could also shoot it in the corner and play the safety on the 4, sending the 4 away, leaving the cue ball behind the 6. He wants the win,
Yeah,
and he gets the win.
He's got a table booked for dinner, and Chang, a 4-2 winner, set number 1. And for me, Tim, just marginally better than Van Boening in that first set.
Well, it feels to me that Shane has lost a little patience at some point to where he was kicking at the balls. He didn't really take time to do the measurements no more. He just dropped down and tried to hit him. And I think so far that has been the only difference. They had one game where both missed a couple balls, but besides that, it's just moving game. Yeah, perfect view. I love the reflection from the Predator Arena lights in the balls. Best lights on the market. For me, personally, though, I love them.
They're very impressive, I have to say. You know, no shadows on the tables. I haven't heard any player say anything negative about the setup here. The cloth is getting rave reviews.
Yeah, so because Jung-Lin started to break in the first set, means Shane Van Boening can start off in set number 2 to make it fair, at least. And he's breaking from the side rail and he crushes him.
Yeah, and a ham sandwich still.
Yeah, he's not in a happy place at the moment. Just wondering how much he can see from the 1. He might be able to see the edge and play a safety on the 1. Or is he able to maybe play a small masse?
He might be able to see enough to make it.
Yeah, that would be bad news for Shane. Queuing over the 4. Straight in the hole.
Yeah, Happered queuing, but successfully completed. He's got a big shot coming on the 2. He's going to have to let that cue out and show us a little cue power here to get back for the 3. Draw it over to the side cushion with a lot of left-hand spin. We saw DeLuna playing shots like this in the match prior. Just phenomenal cue power.
Yeah, Jung-Lin, who finished, I believe, 3rd in the Predator Pro Billiard Series Michigan Open. And has been playing almost all of them so far. He really likes to come over and have a shot at the 20,000 bonus here, so.
Great shot he played there, Tim.
Yeah, slowly he is getting in stroke and Shane is breaking down mentally.
Yeah, Shane's body language doesn't really give us any indication, really. He just kind of settles in his chair. Even winning, he wouldn't look a lot different.
Yeah, solid stroke there. Now asking to have the cue ball cleaned.
Nice little implement for marking the ball, cleaning it.
Restart the clock.
Yeah, also starting to play a little faster. You can see the pace going up, starting to feel really good and starting to get very dangerous.
Yeah, and he's starting to feel it out there too. I think he knows that he's in control of this match.
Yeah, got a little straight on the 9 though, so might have to follow up for the short side of the 10. It's either that or play a small draw and cut the 10 in. He might pull out a big stroke though. Whoa. Yeah, he's really not scared anymore. He's getting loose. Yeah, he takes the first game, Jung-Lin.
Yeah, and if either one of these players gets the break going, you can string a few racks together, especially the way that they play.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not guaranteed no more to make a ball on the break. Now we play with hand-racked balls. I'm a big fan of it just because it takes away the predictability of the game. With the magic rack, nowadays it's so easy just to play a stop shot and position the balls to where you want to and have the same patterns.
Oh, Shane will just hope for a chance, and you've got to feel that a very partisan crowd in attendance here. Like all pool crowds at these major events, they appreciate talent. They just want to see a classy match, but you can bet that Shane's got his fair share of fans out there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, wherever he goes, he always has some fans coming right behind him. Big squat of the ball and 3 balls tracking to that corner. Makes one, and I think he does have a shot on the 1.
One more. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to play the 1 straight in. Maybe just softly check this. Keep cue ball on the line for the 2.
Yeah, maybe the 1 off the short relay to the 3 and then a friendly bump on the balls.
Well, that worked all right. Get a little bit more traffic out of the way.
Here we see, cuts the 1 straight in, bumps the 9 and the 6, and got nicely on the 2. Yeah, calls his extension. He knows this is a big shot. If he can get nicely on the 3, he's most likely to go 2-0 up.
Have you seen anybody that's really impressed you in the early going here yet, Tim?
Yeah, I've watched Albin Ushan playing with Billy Thorpe. He played an absolute really good match. Played very good. Also, Eklund Kachi played a very good first set. Ran 3 and out. 3 break and runs. So looks like he's been practicing a bit.
Yeah, I heard about Albin, and
Yeah,
he was flawless.
I was very impressed by Albin. But so far, both of these players actually they don't really look bad. Like, it's not like Shane is playing horrible. Of course, he can be better, but if he plays this way, why could both players not win the tournament? I feel they both have a good chance. A little more angle on the 8. Little, he's got a nice angle on the 9, but he's a little bit close on the rail. I do like to play this with top left, going 2 rails, possible 3 rails if he bumps the bottom short rail to get to the 10 ball. Yeah, nicely played. Perfect on the 10 ball. Yeah, Shane is not enjoying himself in the arena as Jung-Lin takes a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and ominous sides for Van Boening to a break and run out. There haven't been many of them. So if Chang finds the golden spot on the table and parks SVB in his chair.
Yeah, if he finds a spot on the break, then yeah, you have to fancy Chang from here. They'll look at the arena. Love what they did. Great designs, of course.
Yeah, I watched Shane. Alpha Coins, one of our sponsors, one of the prime sponsors here. I watched Shane playing the owner, Esteban Robles, last night, and they were both having a great time, just laughing away.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Esteban is a great guy. He really likes to enjoy himself, so, and he gets along very good with the players. So, but he did have a small chance to win the first set, though. He only lost 4-3, but yeah, still a chance. So again, big crush. The 1 almost went, but it caught the point and, well, still went. But no shot on the 2, but a very good safety opportunity.
a lot of balls headed towards pockets there, and were bumped out of the way. But a chance for Chang to seize the initiative here with a good aggressive safety.
Yeah, right behind that 5 ball. Didn't stick Shane, but it was not going to make a huge difference, I think. Just kicking it short with left spin. Hit it good, and is he gonna get lucky? I don't think so, nope. And that's why I'm saying, like, his patience has really been running out because he dropped down on this very quick as well.
Yeah, he hasn't really had a chance in this second set. The 4 ball's tricky. Chang's had a look at a 4 or 5 combination. That's the only aggressive option, really. But he'd love to get that cue ball over to the side cushion to play it. The top side cushion as we look.
Yeah, I don't really see any other option than playing the 4-5 combo. Yeah, he's called a 5-ball. And the good thing though, if he makes it, the 4 is going to go to the bottom left corner automatically. So it doesn't really have to worry about ending up on the 4. Just make the combination.
Big shot and a big moment. He's playing some terrific pool as Chang right now.
Yeah, still a little difficult to get on the 6. I expect him to go 2 rails, but it's pure speed control, speed management on this shot. Doesn't want to fall behind the 10 or behind the 8, so there is some bad stuff that could happen here. Oh, he's got a cut, but it's a pretty steep one. He doesn't want to have the cue ball floating all the way up table, so he needs to control the speed as well. Just float it in. Well, he just decided to make the shot and leave himself longer on the 7. You see, he really settled down to do it beforehand. He told himself, okay, I'm just gonna make the 6, leave myself long. And he was already, when the 6 ball dropped, he was already preparing to get ready to shoot the 7.
That was the shot. Shane really has had little chance in the second set. He's kicked a couple times, that's it.
Yeah, and he's really got the speed down, playing really good angles, leaving himself ball in hand shapes all the time, Chang. Just a little drawback, maybe a hair of right spin to get straight on the 10 ball.
And 3-0 in a set that would bump Shane Van Boening to the loser's bracket. Well, Shane needs the next four to play. He needs to win them all just to get to a shootout.
We'll go for a short little break and we'll be right back.
Welcome back. Shane Van Boening in serious trouble. He lost the first set and he trails 3-0 in set number 2. Former world 8-ball champion has really dictated the pace in this match.
Yeah, Shane had a great opportunity to go 3-2 up in that first set. Didn't manage to, and I don't think he's had many more chances after. So Chang makes a ball, but again, no shot after. You know, cutting the break is going to send the one ball up table. So if you don't make the one, you're less likely to have position. But players, they settle down nowadays just to be like, oh, okay, well, at least I can get back to the table and play safe. I might kick at this. Kick this, send the one ball 2 reels down behind the 10-8-9. Call it in the side just in case.
Well, this is the first time Shane's come to the table in the second set where he's got an open look.
Yeah, but not a great open look. Of course, he can make the 1, but the cue was going to run into the 9, and it's not really going to end up on the 2. Took the risk of just running into the 2, and I think it worked out pretty good. Got quite straight on the 2 ball.
Yeah, and as the balls sit right now, this is a chance for Shane. The best he's had in a while.
Yeah, straight on the 3, so stop shot here, stop shot on the 4. Just getting nicely on the 8, so you gain control over the 3 balls being so close to each other. I think that's the trickiest part. So key shot here. Yeah, good speed. Has the angle to run into the balls, but I think if he plays with draw, he can just bump the 9 a little bit over to the corner. Ooh, he did hit a little thick. Well, just a little soft. Understroked the ball. Yeah. You see a little smiling, but he knows he's not performing the way he wants to.
This is what a good recovery.
Yeah, very nice shot there. Cannot make another mistake.
And he doesn't plan to. 3-1. If nothing else, he's secured the break. Now can he string a few racks together? I think the crowd hopes so.
Yeah, it's a long way for Shane, but never impossible, of course, in this format. If he can at least get to the shootout, he's all square with Chang at that point. Big crush, almost made the 1. I think it was the 5 ball who pushed the 1 out of it. Yeah, it's just the break is not really working well for him so far.
Yeah, not been kind to him at all.
You look at the 1, the 3 ball got at the same time and bumped that away, and just a different bump on the 1 and it goes in and you're perfect on the 2. It's left tough shot on the 1 though. It's not a gimme to cut the 1 in and get on the 2.
Well, looks like attack mode for Chang. Bottom corner.
Does he get on the 2? Oh, great shot for sure to get on the 2, at least to see the 2. But I think it looked like he had way too much angle to get to the 3 ball. I would not be surprised if he plays safe here.
Yeah, possibility of a bank too.
Yeah, nice top view. Not really easy. Low left is not possible. You will scratch in the side. So the bank, though, you can still get on the 3. No, and I think he has left a shot for Shane. It's a long one. It's tough, but he can make the 2-9, and after he's gonna be guaranteed to have something on the 2. Oh, he has no look on it. That 6 ball did save Chang. So real first. Called the 10 ball just in case and got awful close. But in the end, it's that 2 ball that worked out nicely for him. I think Chang will just bank the 2 ball straight down. Just another containing safety. Yeah, it's a little firm and a little miss hit. So now it's Shane with a good opportunity. Looking to close the gap a little bit here.
Not easy to get to the 3.
Yeah, we'll have to cut the 1 really thin with some right spin to come straight down. I think that's his only shot to get to the 3 ball. Oh, done very nicely. It's a good shot. He's not happy, but I would settle down for this.
Yeah, that wasn't easy. Had to overcut that.
Little left spin, going 2 rails. And now it's just connect the dots. If you can get straight on the 5, straight on the 7, straight on the 8, it's like, it's all stop shots almost. Yeah, and slowly, the closer Shane will get, the less pressure is on him, and the more pressure gets to Chang.
Yeah, I think that's going to become very evident. I think Chang is going to start feeling it a little. Well, 3-2. It was 3-0 at one stage. Van Boening with the break in the next. And what he wouldn't give for a good break here.
Yeah, if I would be able to give him just one little advice on the break, I would say don't crush him that hard. Just focus on making the 1 ball in the side. Because, yeah, it's not really going at all. So, yeah, maybe just take a little pace off and just focus on, just make the 1 in the side. But I'm sure he knows enough to change around all the time. So he'll do something different, I think. What is he thinking? That's what I'm wondering now. She did cut the one a little bit more, but there's a lot of spin on there. And he's left the opening shot for Chang. Didn't really hit him very full, so not surprised the table got so messy.
Not an easy two, though. Tim looking around. Chang just circling everything, and he's going to see what I see from our overhead camera. That two isn't available to either bottom corner. Those would be the easy ones for him to play on to.
Yeah, might have to play 2 rails, maybe 3, and get the 2 in the bottom side pocket.
I think that's his only shot.
Stun left.
Is he hard enough?
If he hits the 8, could be not so nice. Now things get really difficult. He might call the carom on the 10. Because if he makes a 2, it's not really going to be that easy to get on the 3. If he goes for the carom and he doesn't make it, he's most likely to be safe.
He's looking at it.
Well, use the 4 ball to stop the cue ball from moving.
Tell you what, that works out well. If he can pop this 3 in, the 5's right there.
Yeah, he's actually making the 4 as well really worked out good for him. Otherwise, would have been a lot more tough to get from the 3 to the 4 to the 5. Now, it's just connected.
And a big test of cueing here. Passed with flying colors, and now the match is there for the taking.
Yeah, still a little straight on the 5, and he has the traveling from the 6 to the 7. So I expect him to draw back just close to the side pocket where he gets a little bit more cueing. Oh, he decided to force the cue ball forward, and oh, this is a little tricky shot though on the 6. See, slowly the nerves are coming. You can feel he's not striking the ball as good anymore, and his hands are getting a little sweaty. Everything's getting a little sweaty in the arena. One big shot for Jung-Lin. Oh, played it with inside spin. 2 rails, perfect on the 7 ball. What a shot.
Yeah, I think even Shane would acknowledge that could well be a match winner. His gloves come off, Van Boening. So in his mind, the handshake will be coming soon.
And this 10 ball for the win. Shane Van Boening will be going through the one loss side, and Jung-Lin is advancing to the next round. This was Jim White and myself, Tim de Ruiter, and we will be right back in approximately 15 minutes. Thank you.